Who?
Hey, where are you, man? Where were you?
I was editing.
You were editing. Okay.
You're talking to some other people, third parties and stuff about me. You went on Adam Green's show
No,
talking
no,
shit.
no,
I don't
no.
even know who you are.
Yeah, I did. I called out
I've never
every
heard
single
of you.
person at Adam Green interviews and said that they're all government agents. Like
Everybody
you are.
he's interviewed is a government agent, except for you.
That's right.
Okay.
That's correct.
So you're a crazy person.
You say you're an economist, but you don't seem
I didn't say
to
I
know
was
that much about how the
I just
world
said I
economy
taught
works.
economics. I answered all your questions on that shit. You just keep going to that to avoid. Every time you're in a corner, you just change the subject. We're talking about the Pentagon.
Where am I
you
in a
change
corner?
subject.
I don't. There's no corners I could possibly be in.
What happened in the
Nobody
Pentagon?
can corner me.
What happened?
It's impossible.
I'm cornering you now. What happened in the Pentagon?
What happened in the Pentagon?
Are you saying
you can't even look at you. You got to look away when you
I'm
say.
tired of laying down. My chair's facing this way, so to hit the wall,
Hey,
it's 5 in the morning, asshole. I'm not lying. It's like 90 degrees in my room and it's 4 in the morning, and you're a fucking missile tard, and you can't get over where I'm going to work, and I'm not telling you where I work.
You're the only one that's used the word missile. You're the only one that's used the word missile.
It's not a plane. What hit the Pentagon then?
What makes you think anything hit the Pentagon?
Because there's a big fucking hole in it full of airplane debris and passengers.
Yeah, I don't know. Folks on the live chat, they're not convinced.
They just fake all the DNA of the passengers and dental records and stuff at Walter Reed. They just got all the EMTs and firemen and police all in on it, all to lie to everybody. And then what happened to Flight 77?
Of course they do. Of course they do.
Yeah, everyone's lying. And what happened to the original plane? Everyone's told to go to the Pentagon.
Plane? You tell me what happened to it, man.
It hit the building.
I've seen no evidence
to it. See, I think
that
you
dwarfs your
are the
view count.
disinformation agent. I don't think you're working for anyone. I think you're just a useful idiot. You found stuff like loose change and bullshit like that and CTI or whatever the fucking thing is, and you decided,
I don't pay any attention
I don't
to that
know
loose
what
change
happened
nonsense.
to the Pentagon, but it couldn't have been Flight 77. Okay.
And I don't think you're 100% a Jew, but I think you've got Jewish blood in you.
Well, I don't have any Jewish blood in me.
Prove it.
I don't know how to prove it.
What's the first and last name of who you're related to? And, I mean, because people make all sorts of claims. So,
first and last name of who I'm related to? Everybody I'm related to? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not.
I'm not telling you all my relatives. They don't agree with my politics.
You won't say what government front group that you're employed by.
Group, you dipshit.
No. I'm
going to give you an answer.
Not a bunch of nonsense right now.
You've been wrong on every point you've made, dude. You talked about answering Code Pink and shit. You didn't know that wasn't what was going on. You called me a government agent, which I'm not. You called me a Jew, which I'm not.
Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there, Ryan.
You said Russia and Japan's government's the same as Israel and the United States. You're wrong on everything. You've been wrong on everything you brought up. And you're the one bringing it up.
Listen. Why do you have to say that?
You called me a Zionist. I do anti-Zionist work every day. When have I ever promoted Zionism?
Controlled opposition. The best way to
how is it controlled opposition? Okay, did an airplane run into the World Trade Center?
You tell me.
Yes, it did. What do you think?
Okay. A plane didn't hit the Pentagon. You don't want to discuss the Constitution. Do you have a problem with the Constitution?
You're changing the subject. Answer the question. Do you think an airplane hit the World Trade Center? You don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It doesn't mean that I can just, have my 9mm on me at all times, obviously. When did the United States military leave Japan?
Just talking louder doesn't mean anything, dude.
I know. I know it doesn't mean anything, but what I'm saying does.
Can't be
so
calm.
When did the United States, here's my proof and my final proof that you're a government agent.
You haven't had any proof.
If
I was working for the government, I wouldn't be saying anti-government shit every day. And you're like, oh, that's controlled opposition. How?
I'll explain to you right now. Let me explain it to you then. Let me explain it to you. Okay. The government is engaged in war against the people. Correct? I mean, do you agree or disagree?
The government's at war with more than just the United States people. They kill a lot of foreigners.
The people of the world.
Sure.
Hey, Ryan. Let's get together when you come into town. You certainly will not be talking to me like this when we're face to face.
You know what? I run a gym, so why don't you come in and do jujitsu with me? Or whatever you want. Then I can legally beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. Well, I don't waste my time with that.
Oh, I will definitely come to Virginia for that.
Please do.
I mean, you're the little kid being like, why don't you come here and meet me and face to face and say this shit because I got a gun I carry around. Like, yeah, I'm really excited to do that so you can shoot me. But I'll meet you in the gym. No guns.
I never said I was going to shoot you.
Yeah.
You said that.
You think I'm a government agent, and you're saying you're armed everywhere you go, and you want me to meet you in Virginia. Yeah, right.
So, here's
you walk
how it
around
goes.
with a gun, and you don't pay your taxes, and you think lots of people are government agents who aren't government agents.
You're a government agent.
I'm not a government agent.
Who employs you?
If I'm a government agent, we need more government agents like me speaking out against the government every day.
The indubitable, inalienable, and indefeasible right to reform, alter, or...
Everybody's an agent but you. I think you're crazy.
No, I didn't say that. I mean, there's... I don't know what you had... controls the U.S. government. What controls the governments of the world?
Do you sleep with a gun?
Of course. Yeah. I do.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or crazy.
Well, it doesn't matter.
You sleep with a gun.
It doesn't matter what you think. Do you think I sleep with a gun?
Probably.
Probably.
I think you probably have a gun on your nightstand.
I don't. Okay, so who ordains the government?
I've been talking to you for an hour and 15 minutes, and you've yet to give me any evidence of being a government agent. You don't do... Everything you say is just fucking crazy. You're one of these 9/11 well poisoners saying, oh, plane didn't hit the Pentagon. That's disinformation. That doesn't make you a government agent. It just makes you an idiot.
What ploy are you involved in with your
asshole.
employer?
It was not the government.
You moved to Japan without a job.
I moved to Japan with a job. I had a job before I moved.
From who? From who? Who
From
employed
this
you?
Not the government.
What's the name of
I'm not telling you that. I don't have to tell my employment so that people can go harass this company, which is exactly what would happen.
No, I just want to know who's paying you.
Too bad.
I'm not interested in harassing a company. I'm interested in knowing who gets...
Well, I can tell just you, but I'm not telling all of fucking Facebook or whatever because these assholes will contact my employers and harass them.
What assholes?
Fucking
you didn't
think
get
I wasn't
to?
there live.
Why not? You can't say exactly what you
shut up,
want.
Asshole, and I'll tell you.
Okay, so you're advocating Marxist, Jew, universal health care.
I am not. If I said cocaine's not as bad as crack, that's not advocating cocaine. It's just saying crack is worse. Cocaine is also bad. Do you not understand how the U.S. can have a shitty system? Japan can have a bad system.
Because
I'm not holding a gun.
Your jiu-jitsu will not work against a government who's armed with guns.
Your 9mm
and you
is
don't
not
have to worry about
against
that
a government
because
that's
you
armed
work
with
for the
guns
government.
either.
What?
Your 9mm is not going to work on a government armed with guns either. If the government wants
to that's why we don't. ISIS is the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service.
ISIS is an Islamic proxy force for Israel in the West.
ISIS is the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service.
Yes, I know you saw a video where someone said that, and it has the same acronym. That doesn't make ISIS the Israeli Central Intelligence Force.
Oh, another thing it is located in Fort Huachuca and on Pennsylvania Avenue. ISIS. It is a U.S. military contractor that operates in the Middle East.
It's also in the show Archer. So what? It's also an Egyptian goddess. It's a lot of
stuff. Right. Right. Of course.
It was the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. They don't call themselves ISIS.
Hey, what's your history with the Answer Coalition? What's your history with United for Peace and Justice? What's your history with working with the alleged pro-Palestinian groups down there in Washington, D.C. at AIPAC? Do you know who finances those organizations?
Well, I don't.
You ever heard of National Endowment for Democracy?
None of those
or the
groups.
Tides Foundation?
Well, if you shut up long enough, I'll answer it. If you want to answer to a question, you have to be quiet long enough to hear the answer.
You do not know what's going on.
You're just an asshole that's addicted to guns and thinks everybody's an agent but yourself. Anybody that's on RT, including Dr. Ron Paul, you think works for the Russians. And then you think the Russians and the Israelis and all these governments are the same thing because they all have the BIS. No, they're not.
They are. They are absolutely the same thing.
Okay.
They are absolutely the same thing.
Chris,
and there's no disputing that.
It's 5:49 a.m. I've given you enough of my time, and you can call later.
Look, you haven't given me any time. I've been interrogating you, and I look forward to doing that in person. I look forward to doing that in person.
Okay. I really look forward to you trying to do that in person. I'm going to bed now. Fuck off.